I did a dumb. I could have co-streamed Gamescom, but I did a dumb. So for those of you that don't know, if you don't know because you live under a rock, in a deserted island over a rainbow, in a galaxy far, far away, Gamescom is a huge gaming event in Germany, alright? According to Google, it's the world's largest gaming event for developers to exhibit upcoming games and game-related hardware. And this is where my story begins. So, late last week, I got an email about Gamescom and me potentially being able to officially co-stream the opening night. But I thought it was a scammer. I get a lot of scam emails and texts daily. Sometimes multiple times a day. Like today, for example. USPS is apparently holding my imaginary package hostage, and the only way for me to get it back is to click on this link. Ooh. Yeah, don't do that. It's called phishing. But anyway, I thought this Gamescom email was one of those phishing scams. So I sent it over to BrittTaiyo to take a look for me because, he knows a lot more about cybersecurity than I do. And he said that the link seemed legit because he did a test on it, but also, to be careful just in case. So I did some digging and found the actual website, but I got confused, okay? It's in Germany. Why would they want me, of all people, to co-stream that, right? Then I thought, oh, okay, people for whatever reason sometimes think I'm British because of my name, even though I'm not British. I'm not. This is a joke about it, but I'm not. So I thought maybe, just maybe, there was a little mix-up, all right? But then, not too long after the email, I got sent another email by the same person urging me to reply to them and fill out the form. Okay, now I have seen this from so many scam emails and I thought, oh my god, okay, this has to be a scam. So I did some more digging and I may have gotten myself even more confused, to be honest. So Gamescom has other programs like the Gamescom Creator Academy, and there's a way to get accreditation for creators wanting to be part of Gamescom. Then I thought, wait. The Academy isn't accepting any more people. Maybe this really is a scam, right? So I started getting really anxious about it and didn't really know what to do. And at this point, I should have asked my friends, because I do have friends that are more experienced with this type of stuff, and they've done this stuff before. But did I? No, I did not. Eventually, I found the co-stream program on the website. And that's when I realized, okay, maybe I'm doing a dumb. Maybe I'm making a dumb, right? So the accreditation is for content creators physically going to Gamescom, at least from my understanding of what I read. And the co-stream program was for the opening night, for the rest of us that weren't physically going. I'm assuming that is my understanding. But even then, I still wasn't sure if it was legit, so I hesitated to fill out the form. Then I found out that a friend of mine was co-streaming it. And that's when it hit me. Maybe the email wasn't a scam. Maybe Gamescom actually exists. It's real. Maybe I should run to my computer right now and fill out the form in the website and reply to the poor person waiting on the other side of the email. Forgive me, email person. I thought you were a scammer. But mayhaps you have been legit all this time. Oh. Anyway, I think I filled out the form a little too late, as, I never got the okay to co-stream. And the person that sent the email never replied back. So now I'm here with you guys, sharing one of my many moments with you. Moral of the story, do your research. Don't open suspicious email links. Ask friends for help if you're unsure about something. I mean, yeah, Yeah, I definitely should have asked. To the person on the other side of the email, if you see this, I'm so sorry it took so long to reply to you. I was freaking out. I'm not gonna lie. Anyway, this one's on me, and honestly, I learned a lot from this experience. I found out Gamescom exists. Scam-looking emails aren't always scams. You know, ask for help. In the meantime, we'll be vibing for now. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. Okay, I love you. Bye.